Questions, answers, ASOConsulting.com. August is reconnaissance month. Get the book Reconnaissance Man and figure out where you want to live in the United States first before you make any major moves in your life. Body boo, booty bee. Military guy has a question. Military members get a discount. Hey, Cappy, returning customer, military member here. Joined the United States Air Force about a year and a half ago and decided to go overseas thanks to your previous advice that you gave me over a year ago. Time flies. Definitely a step I needed to take in my life to toughen me up a bit and finally move forward. So just want to say thanks again. Anyway, I'm stuck at another crossroad in my life with the next move I'll need to make, and I need your wisdom. I'm a single, healthy, in-shape 27-year-old man, signed for a 4-year contract, 2.5 years left, and enlisted within one of the cyber 3D career fields within the United States Air Force. 3 months ago, you helped someone who was in the Air Force on whether or not they should apply for the Space Force. I was also given the same offer around the same time to transfer to the Space Force, and that video helped me with making the decision to apply to transfer as well. Currently, anyone who applied will not be notified on whether or not they were accepted to be in the Space Force until December of this year. In the meantime, it leaves me to contemplate what to do with the rest of my time in the military and to make the right moves. Simply put, I'm enjoying my time overseas, and I honestly want to stay overseas for the rest of my military service time. Preferably, I would like to travel and be stationed from one continent to the next, Europe, Asia, etc. But the problem is that if I'm accepted to the U.S. Space Force, I'll have to extend my contract at least 6 more months to another year, and I'll have to return stateside. And the way America is looking right now in the near future of this economy, pandemic, and the way people are behaving, I honestly would like to stay far away as possible for the next couple of years. Life overseas and life in America right now, even prior to the corona chance, seems almost night and day from what I was experiencing. Feels like I'm living in two different worlds, sort of. I plan on pursuing my education within computer science or cybersecurity during my time in the military, and obviously use the rest of my benefits once I'm out to get further credentials. Regardless of which branch I'm in, the plan will be the same. I could get denied to transfer and stay in the Air Force. I'll be accepted and transfer to Space Force next year. So my question is this. If I do get accepted, should I turn down the Space Force offer to stay overseas and finish out my term in the military within the Air Force to transition out to pursue my career goals? I'll make way more money and have more freedom than I would in the military if I had the adequate skills to get these kind of jobs that pay well, especially with security clearances that the military provides for free to military cybers with the cybersecurity. I did, guys. I know. I charged them a lot, even with the military discount. Should I stay in the Space Force if I'm accepted, continue my cyber field within the... To be honest, I've told myself that if I were to be accepted, then I might consider extending my time in the military to see where this new thing goes. But if I don't get accepted, then I'll just do 4 more years. I'll do my 4 years and move on. It really depends on what the future holds and how things are. What are your thoughts? Another reason why I'm obsessed with staying overseas is because I like traveling, have lots of goals, and it's a lot cheaper to travel when you're already overseas. I would also really like to move overseas one day, work in a computer field. Wait, okay, all right. So I asked, now after that 18-page drivel, not drivel, just lengthy, I asked the simple, yes, if you do, oh wait. Can you refuse promotion to the Space Force if they accept your application? Yes, if I do get accepted, I believe I could refuse the offer prior to the full transition. All right, dude. It just seems like you want to travel and stay where you are now. And awesome as it could be in the U.S. Space Force. I'm not saying that wouldn't be awesome. I was one of the first people in the U.S. Space Force, nor that you wouldn't get some really good experience over there. Man, yeah, you'd be sent back stateside and you'd be stuck here. And it seems like you really enjoy traveling. Seems like you enjoy being overseas. And I don't blame you. I think being overseas is probably one of the smarter things to do. You could do your reconnaissance over there. You could still get, and here's the thing, all right, you join the Space Force to do what? Programming? As opposed to now in the Air Force where you do programming. Maybe the projects you work on are kind of cooler and they're out in outer space or whatever. But to be honest, I don't see what the actual difference is. Like I could be working at Goldman Sachs or Piddly Podunk Bank, of Fucktown, USA. It's the same shit. Still spreading financial statements. Oh, I believe Goldman Sachs clients have a slightly higher credit rating. It's still the same work, and you're in the situation you are now, and you like it, and that's a fleeting feeling. That's very rare. So yeah, man, I would stay where you are. I just when that application comes on, they say yeah, I refuse, or maybe you can rescind your application, because it's not like, oh, I want to be a career military guy and I can't wait to join the Space Force. But here's another thing I got a little bit worried about, like. Did we really fund the Space Force all that well? Like, is this going to be funded, or is this like a cardboard cutout U.S. Space Force? There's no funding. It's kind of a bunch of fuckery. It's all political. You know, at least the Air Force is established. The Space Force, that could be kind of, you know, this could be kind of shitty. I'm just fearing that, just because, you know, well, who's the president? Oh, a boomer. Oh, nothing could go wrong, could it? So there you go. I have spoken. All right, that's it. Questions, answers, assholeconsulting.com. See you guys later. Toodles.